All right, everybody, it's Jason24CF at Youmacon here with the great, legendary CEO Alex Jebailey, who is the host of the event and who knows about hosting events because he hosts one of the greatest events in the fighting game community in CEO. So thank you, sir. Glad to have you here. Can you give us a few words about Youmacon, like what experiences you could probably take from this event and add to CEO and make your event so much more better?
So far I've been having a great time, actually. It's my first year. I heard about it last year from DMG and other players going, and they enjoyed it. You know, it's all about the atmosphere to me, and they built up for a great event. I wish there could have been more people. I think it was a little late notice on the promotion. Some ends, they brought me on like less than a month and a half ago to start promoting the event, so I think it was a little late. It seems, you know, the second half of the year for FGC events has been kind of having smaller attendance than last year. I don't know if this year it's the politics, you know, the elections, you know, little things like school, stuff like that's keeping everyone busy, and the Evo season's just so action-packed. It's really hard to stand out this time of the year when it's your first or second year doing a big event like this. I love it, though. They've treated me like first class. They've taken good care of me. Everyone's having fun that's come here. A lot of people always want to have more players and more competition, but you have great level of competition here already, so you can find matches to play and stuff like that. But, you know, huge sides, focus fire, ran everything perfectly, all the pools and everything finished on time. So it's been a great experience. You know, you can't always make everybody happy. Everyone's going to have complaints about every single event. As for my event, you know, I've actually been a part of an Anime Con, EXP Con for 2 years. I ran their game room, and I was completely in charge of the room. And, you know, it wasn't a big turnout. I think when people see two totally different events come together, it's really hard to mesh the two. I've always found that to be a little bit of a problem. But problem with this event is the hotel itself is like half a mile away from this venue, and also the dealer's room for the Anime Con. So a lot of people don't know that we're up here in this corner. They have a 24-hour game room in the actual hotel. So that hotel, you know, 24-hour game room, if that room was next to this, we would have hundreds of kids coming in just to watch. But overall, great experience. I'll learn a few things here and there from it for my events. So, but I'm always learning. That's why I attend as many events as I can. Learn from either their mistakes, their best parts of it, and mold them into my own little Jebailey style. So,
you mentioned a lot of great things about Youmacon, and I've had those same experiences here. I mean, with your event, I've been to your event, and I've always said that that was one of the better events that I've been to outside of Evo. Youmacon has been great. You said that you also been part of other anime cons. Now, you also mentioned the turnout wasn't as good. I think probably the turnout wasn't as good because probably the venue wasn't in part of the hotel, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be stronger for future events. Now we'll go into what you like the most, which is your event, CEO. Now, I know if you told me some things off the record and stuff, are you comfortable with explaining some ideas you may have going forward to build some hype for CEO this, you know, next year?
I'm a blabbermouth, but I mean, that's the beauty of running your own event. You can't get in trouble. So I don't have anyone to answer to. I have my wonderful sponsors, you know, Catz, NOS, and all that, and I talk with them all the time. They know my ideas. It's just being a community-run event, I don't have to sign contracts unless it's people working with me. So I don't have to sign contracts on ideas I have. There's stuff I can't talk about that is in the works. Hopefully it pans out. You know, there's always got to be perfection on every side for an idea to move forward. But personally, on my end, I've been doing, it's going to be the 4th year doing CEO. Everyone knows how it's tripled in size every year. I'm a little weary of how the community's been going. You know, Capcom games like here in Youmacon, 100 entrants for, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate and Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, which was great. A lot of the other games had, Tekken Tag actually did well. They had about 60 players. Mortal Kombat was small. Smash, we thought would be the biggest one. I got 13th place out of 20 in Smash Melee. And I heard they loved me on that stream. So with CEO, I'm just taking every idea I did from the previous years and building up on it. I don't know if I'm going to get a wrestling ring again, but I do want some sort of extraordinary stage. One idea I have is to basically take the ideas of what you saw last year and just perfect them and add to it. So the normal standard, I believe, tournaments, only Evo can not get away, but only Evo is able to do a tournament start early Friday morning, and everyone will show up. I think events like, you know, ECT, Fonaron, we're perfectly doing it right. Start Saturday morning so people can get in Friday night, stuff like that. But with CEO, what I want to turn Friday into is, you know, besides the team tournaments, which either some people love or hate them, it's kind of good practice. It interferes with the singles events, so I want to do those super early on Friday. And if you don't show up for teams, you don't show up for teams. You know, it's no big loss. But Friday night, I'm working on an extravaganza, so to speak. I want to do a nice show. for the whole community. I want to have some great matches. So I'm working on all those. I'm telling certain players I need you to go piss off another player and build me up some rivalries. No Ross Jago stuff. So I want to have a nice show on. I've taken ideas. I love wrestling. I love conventions. I love light shows. I have a lot in store. So I'm really excited about it. It's still 6-7 months away, but in my head, it's all I think about is because I'm passionate about CEO, and I just want to do a great job. And I hope the scene keeps growing. I think certain events are doing it right where they're bringing in the casual players like I've been trying to do. And, I had 1,600 people there, 700 of which were spectators. So I did something right. And, in Orlando, I'm trying to expand outside of just CEO itself and do all kinds of other events. And recently I was actually featured in the Orlando Business Journal about CEO, talking about how I turned it from some small little convention into an ever-growing convention. So I'm excited about that. But it should be good. Saturday, Sunday will be the normal tournament, but come in Friday night, you're going to want to be a part of the show.
Nice. That sounds good. I mean, it's kind of disappointing that you're going to take away the wrestling because you're already hinting at starting some type of beefs there. So, not having a wrestling, and that was a great experience because most people are just the fact that you had entrance themes. Yipes.
Yeah,
Yipes stole the show with the Goldberg entrance. That was amazing. Mike Ross did well with Shawn Michaels. Justin trolled everybody, with his song and then went in nonchalantly. But that right there really built it up. It was kind of sad that Yipes lost the match. It would have been great had he won the match and then went into a whole celebration again. But, CEO is definitely going to be great. I hope to be there again. I look forward to it. And I know you have a couple more things that you still have to do here because, again, you're running this event. So I thank you. Is there any shout-outs you have to sponsors and such you want to mention?
NOS, they're helping me pull out some ideas. Mark, man, as usual, for supporting this event and every single event. He's the most amazing guy in the scene, helping everyone out. Focus Fire, if you guys can afford them, they're worth every penny. They help me run CEO stress-free. They put on this whole event. They plan it out. After this, you should pan around and show the venue a little bit. I'm sure you've already done that. But, just the whole scene. Everyone's great. All the other organizers, they work hard. They do their best. I learn from them. Keats, shout out to Keats. He has a lot of big plans for UFGT next year. I look forward to that tournament as well. Just 2013. Look forward to it. Just keep playing the games you enjoy, guys. And I've been telling people there's so many games coming out, but just because a game comes out next week doesn't mean the whole scene's going to play it as a tournament. So, I'm not saying Capcom's the best games ever. I actually like Persona. I've been telling Persona players, when you watch that game, it has all the qualities of a great fighting game. So I'm hoping the new Blaze Blue doesn't go, okay, Persona's gone now, let's play Blaze Blue, or Guilty Gear Reloaded, which Guilty Gear coming back is just like when Third Strike came back. Only the top players played it, had a good time with it, it didn't bring in new players. Persona's been doing a great job. I think it's the third strongest game right now. Tekken Tag 2, most amazing Tekken ever made. You got 60 characters to learn if it's your first Tekken ever playing, so it's harder for new players to get into, but everyone's enjoying the game. I love the game. Online's great. King of Fighters has a strong year ahead. Just that netcode, man. You got to fix that netcode. That's why Street Fighter 4 is still my main game. I can come home after a long day, jump on Street Fighter 4, get some matches in, no problems, go to bed. But no, thanks to DMG as well, coming out and supporting all these events and stuff, man. I look forward to 2013, so thank you guys.
All right, thank you. Once again, everyone, have a good one.